So do you also wish to extract the details from your PDFs and add them to your Google Sheets as a new row automatically? Then this video is definitely for you. So hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video we are going to understand how to extract and organize lease agreement data from PDFs to Google Sheets. So as a property manager, I have a lot of lease agreements in a PDF format, and now I want to extract the details from that PDF and add them to my Google Sheets as a new row. So now here to automate the entire process, my objective is that when I'm going to add a new file in my Google Drive, then automatically OpenAI should read the file and extract the details from that file, and after extracting the details, automatically that detail should be added in my Google Sheets as a new row. So now here to build this automation, I need to connect my Google Drive with OpenAI and Google Sheets using an automation software named as Pabbly Connect. So to learn this process step by step, let me all take you to my screen. Welcome to my screen. In this video, I'll show you how to automatically extract data from lease agreement PDFs and organize it in Google Sheets. This will save you time, reduce error, and helps you manage rental details more efficiently. Alright, so as you all know that as a property manager, I handle a large number of lease agreements in PDF format. So now manually going through each document to extract tenant names, rent amounts, and lease durations takes a lot of time and can lead to errors. So by automatically extracting this data and organizing it in Google Sheets, I can easily keep track of rental details in one place. This helps me manage payments, monitor lease periods, and follow up with tenants efficiently without the hassle of going through each PDF one by one. So it saves me time and keeps my records organized and up to date. Alright, so here I'm going to build an automation where I'm going to extract the details from a lease agreement PDF and add in the Google Sheet in an organized format like this over here. So I'm going to extract these details from that PDF using an AI agent, that is OpenAI. So now here to build this automation, I need to connect my Google Drive folder, that is with the name lease agreements, with my OpenAI account and Google Sheets using an automation software named as Pabbly Connect. So Pabbly Connect is an amazing automation and integration software, and it connects all your favorite apps and makes them work together seamlessly. You can set it up to do things automatically like updating customer info across platforms or sending notifications when something important happens. It's really easy to use and saves you tons of time that you can spend on more important stuff. Alright, so here on my screen you can see Pabbly Connect's homepage, and you can visit it by simply browsing for the URL, that is pabbly.com/connect/INR/ in your browsers. And here you can see two options, that are sign in and sign up free. If you're a new user, click on sign up free and get free 100 tasks every month to explore the software. And if you're an existing user, click on sign in. Here I'm an existing user, so I'm clicking on sign in. Now after signing in, here you can see all Pabbly apps window where you can see all the applications of Pabbly. Here to integrate my applications, I'm going to use Pabbly Connect. Now this is the dashboard of Pabbly Connect, and here to build my connection, I need to create a workflow first. So for that, here I'm going to click on this create workflow button given on the top right corner. Now here in this create workflow dialog box, I have to give a name to my workflow. So here I'm going to give the name as extract and organize lease agreement data. And now you have to giving a name to my workflow. It is asking me to select the folder. So here in the left side corner of this dashboard, you can see a folder section under which you can see the multiple folders that I've created with different names to save my workflows accordingly. So in this particular case, I'm going to select my folder as automations. You can select the folder as per your need. Also, you can create multiple folders to save your workflows accordingly. And now here to learn how to create a new folder inside Pabbly Connect, you have to click on this learn more hyperlink given over here. And by clicking on this, it will take you to a forum window where you can see all the instructions to how to create a new folder inside Pabbly Connect. Alright, so now moving back to my Pabbly's dashboard, and here to create a new workflow, I'm going to click on this create button given over here. Now here in this workflow window, you can see we have successfully created a workflow, and here on my screen you can see the two most important principles of an automation process, that are trigger and action, where trigger says when this happens and action says do this. That means action is the response towards that trigger. Your automation can have a single trigger but multiple action steps. Now let's use our automation by simply setting up a trigger. So here I'm going to select my trigger application as Google Drive as I upload my new lease agreements PDFs in my Google Drive under a specific folder. Alright, so Google Drive is a cloud storage services where you can store your files and access them from any device. So in my Google Drive trigger step, I'm going to select my trigger event as new file in a specific folder. So that when I'm going to upload a new file in that specific folder in my Google Drive, then automatically Pabbly Connect is going to capture the response, or you can say automatically this entire workflow is going to get triggered. Alright, so now here to connect my Google Drive with Pabbly Connect, here I'm going to click on this connect. Here to build a new connection, I'm going to select add new connection. If your Google Drive account is already connected with Pabbly Connect, then you can click on select existing connection. And now here to build a new connection, I'm going to click on the sign in with Google. Here I'm going to select my desired account. And here I'm going to click on this allow and give access to Pabbly as your data is secured with Pabbly. Authorization successful. So here you can see we are now successfully connected. So moving forward, and then it is asking me to select the folder or the subfolder. So in this folder or subfolder field, I need to select the folder under which I want to capture the new specific file. So here you can see the folder that I've already created with the name lease agreements. So here in my Pabbly's workflow, I'm going to select my folder as lease agreements. So this is the folder, and now here after selecting the folder, I'm going to click on the save and send as request. But here before clicking on the save and send as request, we are going to upload our lease agreement file in this particular folder in our Google Drive. So here in our Google Drive, before uploading the file, we are going to perform a very important step for our folder. That is, we are going to make this folder shareable to anyone so that Pabbly Connect should capture the response easily, and then easily OpenAI should be able to read the document uploaded in this particular folder. So for that, you need to click on this folder name, and from here you need to select share. Under this, you need to click on the share option given over here. And now here in this dialog box, you have to update this general access over here. So here you can see currently the general access is restricted. So I'm going to make this general access anyone with the link. So now that anyone with the link will be able to access the files uploaded in this specific folder. Alright, so I'm going to click on this done, and then I'm going to upload a new file over here. So I'm going to select the file upload, and this is the lease agreement that I'm going to upload over here. Alright, so here you can see a PDF has successfully been uploaded over here with the name lease agreement. So this is the sample lease agreement that I'm going to use to set up this entire automation over here. So here you can see some details such as the agreement date. Here you can see the tenant name, landlord address, property address. Here you can see the start date and the end date of the lease. Here you can see the rent. Here you can see the late fees, security deposit, and the signatures as well. Alright, so this was all about the agreement. Now let me take you back to my Pabbly's workflow. Now here after uploading the file in our specific folder, I'm going to click on the save and send as request. And here you can see we have received a successful response. That means Pabbly Connect has captured the response for the last file uploaded in our Google Drive under that specific folder. Alright, so here you can see the details such as web view link of the file, web content link of the file, and some other details as well. Alright, so with this, we have successfully set up our trigger over here. So here let me tell you that Google Drive is a pooling based application. That means it will look for the new responses in every 10 minutes. Alright, so here if you want to set this trigger time, then you need to click on the three dots, and from here you need to select set trigger time, and then a dialog box will appear in front of you. So here you can select the trigger time. So here you can select the minimum trigger time as 10 minutes and maximum as 24 hours. So here I've set the minimum trigger time, and then here I'm going to click on this save. So with this, we have successfully set up our trigger over here. So now once we have captured a new file in a specific folder in our Google Drive, then automatically I want to extract some details from that particular file using an AI agent, that is OpenAI. So for that, I need to connect OpenAI with Pabbly Connect in this action step given over here. So here in this action step, I'm going to select my action application as OpenAI. So OpenAI is a company that develops advanced AI tools and models like ChatGPT. People use OpenAI to create content, write code, answer questions, and even generate creative ideas. So here in my OpenAI action step, I'm going to select my action event as extract content from PDF or image. So that by using this particular action event, I'm going to extract the content from a PDF that I've uploaded in my Google Drive, that is is a lease agreement. Alright, so now here to connect my OpenAI with Pabbly Connect, here I'm going to click on this connect. Again, to build this connection, I'm going to select add new connection. If your OpenAI account is already connected with Pabbly Connect, then you can click on select existing connection. And now here to build a new connection, it is asking me to enter the token. So here, following the instructions given below, here I've already logged in my OpenAI account, and from here I'm going to access the API keys given the left side bar. And here under API keys, you can see the existing keys over here. So I'm going to generate a new key by clicking on this create new secret key button given over here. And here you can see a dialog box has appeared in front of us. So here I'm going to give a name to my key, that is lease agreement. And now here, after giving a name to my key, I'm going to select my project as default project, and then I'm going to click on this create secret key. And here you can see this is the API key, so I'm going to copy it, moving back to Pabbly's workflow, and here I'm going to paste the API token. Now here, after entering the API token, I'm going to click on the save given over here, and here you can see we are now successfully connected. So now moving forward, and then here is asking me to select the OpenAI model. So here, by clicking on this drop down menu, you can see the OpenAI models available. So here I'm going to select my model as GPT-4o mini, because I'm going to use this OpenAI model to extract the details from our PDF. Alright, so now moving forward, and then here is asking me to enter the image or the PDF URL. So here I need to enter that image or the PDF URL using which I want to extract the details through OpenAI. So now here, instead of entering the URL manually, here I'm going to map the data. Mapping data means insert data from previous step. That means here I'm going to map the data from the response that I've received in my trigger step or my previous steps. Mapping makes the text dynamic so that whenever we are going to capture a new file in our Google Drive, then automatically this previously existing detail will be updated with the new one. So here for the PDF URL, I'm going to map the web content link. So this is the PDF URL, and then here it is asking me to enter the prompt. So in this prompt field, I need to enter the relevant prompt that I want to use to extract the content from this PDF. Alright, so let's suppose that I'm going to enter the prompt as I want to extract details from this document such as tenant name, comma, landlord name, comma, start date, comma, end date. Alright, so this is a relevant prompt that I can post to extract the details from this PDF URL. But here, if we are using this prompt, then we are going to receive the response in a paragraph format. That means we are going to receive the details but in the paragraph format. So here, to receive the details separately, that means each detail such as tenant name, landlord name, start date, end date separately, we are going to use a feature that is structured output given over here. So by using structured output, that means by using structured output to get the details, we are going to get the response in a very organized format. That means every detail separately. So now here the question arises that how we are going to get this structured output, because here in the structured output, we need to add the structured output in a JSON schema. So now here, to get this structured output for the fields that I want to extract from this particular PDF, let me open a notepad for you first. So this is the notepad, and here what we are going to do is that we are going to write some text that we are going to convert in structured output. So here you need to follow the format for that particular field. So let's suppose that I want tenant name first. So I'm going to add the field name first, that is tenant name, and then I'm going to break the line, and then I'm going to add the type of the data, that is type of text, and then I'm going to break the line, and then I'm going to give a sentence, that is give me the tenant name. And now similarly, I am going to follow the same pattern for the landlord name, address, start date, end date, and some other fields as well that I want to extract from this PDF. So here let me add the details. So here you can see the text that I've added, such as landlord name, property, address, monthly rent amount, where I've added the type of data as type of number. Here you can see the security deposit, lease start date, where I've selected the data type as type of date, and here you can see the format that I've given for the date, and similarly I've added the end date field as well. Alright, so this was the entire format, and now what we are going to do is that we are going to copy it first, and then I'm going to move back. And now here, to get the structured output in JSON schema, what we are going to do is that we are going to focus on this important note. So it says to generate the structured output JSON, navigate to this particular link. So I'm going to click on this link, and then it has taken us to the structured outputs window of our OpenAI account. So now here it is asking me try it out, and then we have received a generate button. So I'm going to click on it, and here in this field we are going to add the format that we have added in our notepad. So this is the format, and then I'm going to click on this create, and here you can see we have received a JSON schema over here. You can see the entire fields that we have taken, such as the start date, end date, deposit amount, monthly rent, complete address, tenant name, and the landlord name as well. So now I'm going going to copy it, moving back to Pabbly's workflow, and then I'm going to paste that structured output over here. And now here, after adding the schema in a JSON format for the structured output, I'm going to edit this prompt over here. So as it is a required field, so I'm going to add a common prompt, that is, I want to extract the details from this document. So this is the simple prompt that I'm going to give over here, and then I'm going to click on the save and send test request. And here you can see we have received a successful response where we have received the tenant name, landlord name, property address. Here you can see the monthly rent amount, security deposit, lease start date, and the lease end date. Alright, so with this we have successfully set up our action step as well. Now after extracting the content from the PDF, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to enter the extracted details in my Google Sheets as a new row. So for that I'm going to add another action step over here, and here in this action step I'm going to select my action application as Google Sheets. So Google Sheets is a free web-based spreadsheet program that allows you to create, edit and share spreadsheets online. So here in my Google Sheets action step, I'm going to select my action event as add a new row, so that after extracting the details from our PDF, or then automatically the details extracted should be added in our Google Sheets as a new row. Alright, so now here to connect my Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect, here I'm going to click on this connect. Again, here to build a new connection, I'm going to select add new connection. If your Google Sheets account is already connected with Pabbly Connect, then you can click on select existing connection. And now here to build a new connection, I'm going to click on the sign in with Google. Here I'm going to select my desired account, and here I'm going to click on this allow and give access to Pabbly as your data is secured with Pabbly, authorization successful. So here you can see we are now successfully connected. So moving forward, and then here it is asking me to select the spreadsheet. So here I've already shown you that I have my spreadsheet with the name lease agreements data. So in my Pabbly's workflow, I'm going to select my spreadsheet as lease agreement data. And now you have to selecting the spreadsheet, I'm going to select my sheet as sheet 1, and then here is asking me to enter the landlord name, tenant name, property address, monthly rent amount, security deposit, lease start date, and the lease end date. So basically these are the fields that I've entered in my Google Sheet. So now again here, instead of entering the details manually, here I'm going to map the data. So here I'm going to map the data from the response that I've received through our OpenAI action step. So I'm going to map the landlord name, here I'm going to map the tenant name, here I'm going to map the property address, here I'm going to map the monthly rent amount, here I'm going to map the security deposit, here I'm going to map the lease start date and the lease end date. And with this, we have successfully added all the details over here. So I'm going to click on the save and send test request. And here you can see we have received a successful response. That means we have successfully added the details in our Google Sheets as a new row. So now let's go and check it. And here you can see we have received a successful details where we have received the landlord name, tenant name, property address, monthly rent amount, security deposit, lease start date, and the lease end date as well. Alright, so with this we have successfully set up an entire automation. Now let me summarize this whole video for you. So here we have taken our trigger as Google Drive and our action as OpenAI and Google Sheets. So that whenever we are going to upload a new file in a specific folder in our Google Drive, then automatically using that file, OpenAI is going to extract some details from that particular file, and after extracting the details, automatically that details are going to be added in our Google Sheets as a new row. Alright, so these were the steps to how to extract and organize lease agreement data using an AI agent. I hope these steps were clear to you. Now if you want to use the same workflow, then you can find the clone link in the description box below. I hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching. Not only these applications, you can integrate many other applications with Pabbly Connect. So now if you have any doubt, then you can email us at support@pabbly.com, and if you have any query, then you can reach out to us at forum.pabbly.com, and if you have any pricing related issue, then you can simply visit our website, that is www.pabbly.com. So now if you liked our video, then please subscribe to our channel and share it with your friends.